Welcome everyone to a special edition of
Salon.
Flow Tao Salon.
Okay, let's just jump right into it. This quote you're looking at, this isn't some far-off prediction. This is the reality of 2026. We are talking about the complete, total fusion of AI and big data. It's the single most important shift happening right now, and it's redefining everything about how businesses work. If you want to know where the future is headed, you have to understand this. All right, so to really unpack all of this, we've broken our analysis down into 5 key parts. We'll start with what this great convergence actually is, look at the hardware that's making it all possible, the platform wars it's sparked, and the real-world results we're seeing. And finally, we'll take a quick peek at what's coming next. Let's get started. So, first up, the great convergence. What does that even mean? Well, the subtitle here says it all, where high-octane fuel meets the essential refinery. You see, for the longest time, we treated AI and big data like they were, maybe, cousins. In 2026, that's completely changed. They are two sides of the same coin. You literally cannot have one without the other.
And this is the perfect way to think about it. Imagine big data is this gigantic underground ocean of crude oil. It's got massive potential, right? But on its own, it's just gunk. It's useless. That's where AI comes in. AI is the super advanced refinery. It takes all that raw, messy data and transforms it into the high-octane fuel, the actionable insights that actually run a modern company. It's a totally symbiotic relationship.
And here's where the rubber really meets the road. I mean, look at this table. It shows just how dramatically things have changed. Think about the old way, right? All that manual data cleaning, writing painful ETL scripts, building dashboards that basically just tell you what you did wrong last quarter. That's all in the rearview mirror. Now, we've got AI doing that grunt work autonomously in real time. And instead of looking back, we have predictive agents telling us what's about to happen. It's a massive leap from hindsight to foresight. Okay, so we've got our fuel and we've got our refinery. But what's powering this whole operation? What's the engine room look like? Well, that brings us to the hardware. Now, we have to talk about NVIDIA. The jump from their Hopper to the new Blackwell architecture, this is not just some simple upgrade. It's a total game changer for the economics of AI. Hopper was fantastic for playing around, running some experiments in the cloud. But Blackwell is what lets you build your own full-blown enterprise-scale AI factory. We're talking about running huge models around the clock, on your own terms. It's a fundamental shift.
Just look at these numbers. They're insane, right? But don't get lost in all the specs. The two you really need to care about are VRAM and memory bandwidth. So why are they so important? Well, that massive jump in memory, that's what lets us train these gigantic new models. And the crazy increase in bandwidth means we can shovel data into these chips at an incredible speed. We're talking about training times getting crushed from weeks down to just days.
But honestly, this right here, this is the number that changes everything for businesses. A 10 times cost saving. It's not just about being faster, it's about being cheaper, way cheaper. Self-hosting with Blackwell versus renting in the cloud, it's a whole different ballgame. This is what makes having a massive, always-on AI operation actually affordable. It's sustainable. All right, we've got the engine. Now what about the factory floor, the actual software platform where all this magic happens? This is where the next big battle is being fought. In 2026, pretty much everyone is using what's called a Lakehouse. And the reason is simple. It fixes a problem that's plagued companies for years. See, you used to have your messy data lake for science experiments and your clean, organized data warehouse for business reports. Two different worlds, two copies of the data, it was a mess. The Lakehouse brings it all together under one roof. So now your AI models and your business dashboards can work off the exact same data. It's a huge deal for efficiency. And in this Lakehouse arena, two heavyweights have really emerged, Databricks and Snowflake. You can think of Databricks as the platform for the hardcore data scientists and engineers. It's all about deep, code-heavy AI development. Then you've got Snowflake, which is the king of user-friendly analytics. It's built for business users who want to get insights fast, using tools they already know. But here's the really interesting part. The smartest companies, they're not choosing. They're using both. They use Databricks for the really heavy lifting, like training the complex models. Then, they take that polished, finished data and serve it up through Snowflake for everyone else in the company to use. And the secret sauce that makes this all possible is an open table format, like Apache Iceberg. It basically acts like a universal language, so both platforms can talk to the same data. You get the best of both worlds, no lock-in. Okay, so we've got the hardware, we've got the software. That's great. But the big question is, so what? Is this actually making a difference? What's the ROI here?
Oh, yeah. It's making a difference. This isn't just a bunch of cool tech demos anymore. We are seeing real money-making deployments everywhere. I mean, look at this. 71% of hospitals are using predictive AI. Fintechs are cutting down false fraud alerts by 40%. This stuff is real, and it's creating serious value.
And if you want a really mind-blowing example, just look at JP Morgan Chase. Their AI platform for reading contracts, it saves them 360,000 hours of manual work every single year. I mean, just think about that. That's the kind of scale we're operating at now. And it's so important to remember, this isn't just about cutting costs. It's about growing the business. When you use AI to give customers truly personalized advice, they stick around. We're seeing customer retention jump by almost 30%. So the AI isn't just making the company more efficient, it's making customers happier.
Okay, this brings us to our final section, and honestly, it might be the most important one. We have all this incredible power now, so what are the rules of the road? And what's coming next?
With this much power, what are the rules? I mean, this is the question, right? When AI is woven into the very fabric of our economy, everyone, from CEOs to regulators, needs an answer. And thankfully, an answer is emerging. It's coming in the form of a global standard called ISO 4200. Think of it as a rulebook, a clear framework that gives companies a path to doing AI the right way. It covers everything: ethics, bias, making sure there's always human oversight. It's quickly becoming the global gold standard for responsible AI.
So just when we think we've got a handle on 2026, it's worth peeking over the horizon, because there are two other technologies bubbling up that are poised to change the game all over again.
First, you've got quantum computing. We're talking about a jump in raw power that's almost hard to comprehend. It's going to solve problems that are literally impossible for today's computers. Then you've got the whole world of Web3 and blockchain. This is all about creating a trust layer for AI. It gives us a way to mathematically prove where our data came from, which is going to be absolutely critical for making AI decisions fair and transparent. All right, we have covered a ton of ground. So let's boil it all down to the three most important takeaways for 2026. Number one, convergence is a done deal. Your AI and data strategies have to be a single, unified plan, period. Number two, hardware defines what's possible. Blackwell changed the economics, making massive AI a reality for pretty much everyone. And number three, governance is not a nice-to-have, it's a must-have. Having a framework like ISO 42001 is now the price of admission. And that's a wrap on our tour of the 2026 tech landscape. It's a world where data and AI are completely woven together. And yeah, that creates some huge challenges, but the opportunities are just incredible. Thanks so much for joining us. And as we look ahead to the year of the horse, Palcui Shalong, Mami and Singlong.